Yes, students, under electricity lesson, Ohm's law of experiment is very important one. Before going to experiment, students, all of you know what is current. Yes, current is nothing but flow of charges. What is the unit of current? Yeah, correct. Unit of current is ampere. Which instruments are used? Yes, ampere is measured by an instrument, ammeter. And rate of current can be formulated as charges by time. This is formula. Q by T. Students, you know the potential difference. Potential difference is amount of work done by taking unit charge from one place to another in a circuit. So, potential difference is work done by unit charge taken from one place to another. It is potential difference. All of you know what is the unit of potential difference? Correct. Potential unit is volt. Volt is the unit of potential difference represented by V, and instrument used to measure the volt is voltmeter. Voltmeter. Dear students, without the volt, we can't see any type of current in a conductor. Volt is very necessary. That means potential difference across the conductor is necessary to carry the charge in a conductor. I think so many questions are flow in your mind. I will clarify all the questions. Okay. Is there any relationship between volt and current? Yes, some relation is there. I will clarify all these your doubts by conducting an experiment, Ohm's law of experiment. Please observe. This is an experimental setup of Ohm's law of experiment. This instrument, ammeter, used to measure the flow of current in a circuit. This is voltmeter, used to measure the potential difference across the conductor. And this is the battery eliminator, a source of DC current. DC stands for direct current. It allows the current only in one direction. Let us now know how to connect the observe the battery eliminator. Here is a knob. We can increase or decrease by turning this knob and supply the volt. It has two ends, positive and negative ends. Negative end of the battery is connected to negative end of the ammeter, and positive end of the ammeter is connected to resistor box, and other end of the resistor box is connected to positive end of the battery. That means this connection is series. That means ammeter is always connected in series. As shown on the video, voltmeter. Observe the connection of the voltmeter, students. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel. As on shown by video, blue wire is connected voltmeter to resistor parallelly. We have to find the potential difference across this resistor. Resistors are kept inside, and how much current is flow in this resistor. By using instruments ammeter, we can calculate. Now we will start the Ohm's law of experiment on switch on. Students, now I switch on the battery eliminator. The knob shows 0 volt, that means voltage 0 is supplied. Now I'll check the voltmeter and ammeter. Ammeter shows 0 deflections, that means at 0 voltage supplied, current will not flow. Voltmeter also shows 0. This shows that potential difference across the resistor is 0. Now I will tabulate all these readings by making a list. By taking this experiment as shown on voltmeter and ammeter, and in first trial, if volt is 0, current is also 0. Let us go with another point. Now I increase the voltage supply by turning the knob 2. That means voltage supplied is 2 voltage is supplied by battery eliminator. Now I will check the volt and current flowing in volt ammeter and voltmeter. Voltmeter shows 1.6 volt, ammeter shows 60 microamps, that means 0.06 ampere. In the second trial, if you supply the 2 volt, the voltmeter shows the deflection of 1.6 volt and ammeter shows the value of 0.06 ampere. Let us go to another trial. I increase the voltage by battery eliminator by turning the knob 4 voltage I given. Once again check the ammeter value and voltmeter value. Voltmeter shows 3 and ammeter shows 100 microamps, that means 0.1 ampere. In the third trial, if I supply 4 volt, voltmeter shows 3.0 volt and ammeter shows 0.1 ampere. We will go to the next trial. I increase the voltage supplies by turning the knob 6. The potential difference across the conductor shown by the voltmeter is 4.5 and current through a resistor shown by the ammeter is 150 microamps, that means 0.15 ampere. I take all these readings on the table. I had supplied 6 volt, voltmeter shows 4.5 volt, ammeter shows 0.15 ampere. Students, if you observe the values on both voltmeter and ammeter, as you go on increasing the voltage in voltmeter, current will also increases. That means voltage is directly proportional to current. If one value increases with respect to other in same rate, that type of relation is called directly proportional. Here, volt is directly proportional to current through a conductor. This is equational, proportional equation. Now I replace the proportional equation into mathematical equation V is equal to Ri. And here R is a constant. Now to understand the constant, we should plot the volt versus current, voltage versus current in a graph. We should plot a graph. The volt is taken in x-axis and current is taken in y-axis. Now I will plot a graph. Here 0, 0, 1.6, 1.6 somewhere here, 0.06. So here 1.6 here, then 3, here 3, 3 is 0.1 somewhere here, and 4.5 here. So this is, if you join the line, become straight. Okay, this straight line shows that voltage is directly proportional to current, and R, the constant R can be calculated by V by I. Suppose if you calculated V by I in this column, here is 0, 1.6, so value of R here in this case is 26, here is 30, here is V by R is 30. So average value of R in this 4 trial is 30. The value of R is 30. That means constant is 30. Ohm's called R is as, now it is constant, is called resistance. Resistance is the properties of the materials. He call it as resistance. And Ohm also added one condition. At constant temperature, if the temperature changes, the values also changes. Both the volt and current values are changes. But at constant temperature, current flowing through a conductor given materials is directly proportional to the potential difference across in it or across the end of it. This is the great law contributed by a German scientist Simon Ohms. It gives a drastic changes in the electricity, and this formula gives various other formula. Nowadays we apply in different field. So we will we have to give a great thankful to a scientist Ohms. So we are great thankful to Simon Ohms by giving such a wonderful law. Dear students, I am thankful to you watching this video. I hope all of you enjoy the class, and I will come back soon with another video. Until, take care. Bye bye.